Hello everyone, and welcome back to another post for the market cap technical analysis. What I have here is on the top, this is the chart for the market cap of Bitcoin and all the altcoins in now 2017. The whole chart, it's 2 months long. You have the dates on the top. All I did is move them from the bottom to the top, but you can see the dates here. So where the chart finishes, this is today at the time that I am making this video. What I have on the bottom is the chart for the market cap for all the altcoins and Bitcoin included from the end of 2013 and beginning of 2014. The whole length of the chart is 3 months, and you have the dates on the bottom. This highest peak is the top of the bubble at the end of 2013. We crashed after that. We went crashing down, and then we went up for a little bit. And this peak here is the last peak before we entered a very long bear market. Okay, so I put these two charts together to show how the patterns are actually very, very similar one with the other one. But before I go into that, please have in consideration that in 2013 and 14, things were happening a lot faster, and the percentage in price decrease and increase was a lot higher in percentage, because Bitcoin and the altcoins were a lot more volatile in the beginning than they are now. Like any new company or any new project, in the beginning is a lot more volatile, and then over time it gets less and less volatile. So to make the charts look more similar, what I did is actually this chart in 2017, I shrinked it. I shrink it like this. It was, the original was probably something like this. As you can see how the dates are separated, there's more or less the same size from one day to the next. So that would be probably the original. And what I did is I shrink it so that the peaks and the lows are more aligned with the peaks and the lows from the chart in 2013. It doesn't really matter how fast or slow things are happening, or how what the percentage in one specific dip is. That doesn't really matter when you're doing technical analysis. What you're looking for is for patterns, okay? And this is the perfect pattern for a bubble. Like any bubble, most of the bubbles form and crash the same way. So it really looks like the market cap is in a bubble. And to show how both charts compare, I draw these arrows here. So you can see that even if they're not aligned vertically exactly, I could make them match if I keep shrinking the chart. I could make them match if I keep moving this here and then putting it back here. I could make them match exactly, and then make this more like this, like the other one, more vertical. I could make them look exactly the same. But for the point of this tutorial, I think it's not needed. I think you can get it just by showing you the arrows here, how they point from one peak to one peak, and then there's a big dip, and there's a big dip, and then the next peak is here. This would be the next peak here, and every peak and every low actually match from one chart to the other one. The reason I made this arrow in black instead of red like all the other ones is because in my previous post last week, I was reviewing the market cap. That was exactly 5 days ago, and we were somewhere around here. And I thought that this little peak here was this peak here. I got it mixed up, okay? Instead of this one being this one, I thought that this little peak was this little peak. So I thought we were gonna be consolidating for a little bit, around 100 million. And I see now that I was completely wrong, and this little peak is actually this peak here. Okay, next thing. So we are clearly in a downtrend channel. Okay, so it looks like everything is gonna continue to go down. But the same thing happened in 2014. We entered this downtrend channel here, and when it looked like we were going to continue to crash, we actually went up for a little bit, okay, and then making the last peak before actually going into a bear market. So I expect this to happen also in 2017. Of course, I'm not sure if it's going to happen or not. And of course, these patterns are not going to be repeating forever. I know at any time these patterns will be broken and we are going to go to any direction. But when this happens, I will have to see from there. Until this pattern is not broken, I will remain believing that it's going to continue to repeat in the short term. So this is going to be my prediction or my speculation for the next weeks or even months, because as I said, things are happening a lot slower now than they were happening in 2013. But I believe we're going to jump here, jump back up. We're going to have another crash, which would be this one here. And then after this next crash, we're going to go very slowly up to more or less 100 million, which would be this line here, would be representing the 100 million more or less. So it might take 1 month or it might take, I'm not sure, because as I said, things are happening at different speeds. But I'm going to leave it here. This is my speculation. And I don't have many people watching these videos, but I would love for someone to tell me if you guys see these patterns as well, how they match, or if I'm the only crazy person here seeing this. Because to me, this is very clear, the top of a bubble. Like, it could be any bubble. Like, if I would see this for not just Bitcoin or altcoins, or if I would see this for any asset, I would think this is the top of a bubble because it's reacting exactly like bubbles do. Okay, I'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.